So this is a warm welcome to the Starknet blockchain and the Starknet ecosystem, and this is a screenshot that was taken from the official Starknet website. Starknet is a secure scaling technology bringing Ethereum's benefits to the world. So if you are not familiar with Starknet at all, we can already understand that it's somehow related with the Ethereum's blockchain. It brings the Ethereum's benefits to the world. What does it mean? Let's try to understand what is the Starknet definition from the official Starknet website. Starknet is a permissionless, decentralized, zero-knowledge rollup, ZK rollup for Ethereum. It operates as a layer 2 L2 blockchain. What the hell did I just say? Permissionless, decentralized, zero-knowledge, rollup, ZK rollup, layer 2. Now, these rollups, we saw different types. We have ZK rollups and optimistic rollups. We have two main types of rollups, which are optimistic and ZK, which stands for zero knowledge. Now, in order to understand what ZK rollups are, we first need to understand what is zero knowledge means. Zero knowledge, ZK, also known as ZK proofs, let's start with the basics. It's a cryptographic method. Like we have asymmetric encryption or symmetric encryption is a cryptographic method. We also have hashing, which is another cryptographic method. Zero knowledge proofs are some kind of cryptographic method that has a lot of math base in it. Now, the cool thing about zero knowledge that it allows you, this ZK proofs allows you to prove that you own some kind of information or you know something. It can prove that you know the answer to some kind of question or you own some type of information without revealing the information itself. So you can say something like, I know how many people there are in this room, but you don't have to reveal the amount of people. And you can just submit some kind of proof that basically guarantees that you know the right answer. You know how many people there are in this room, but you don't tell the other person, oh, there are 1,000 people in this room, or there are 500 people in this room. Now, it sounds very stupid or simple, but it's actually super powerful. And there are so many use cases of things that you can do with ZK proofs. Those ZK proofs opens tons of new possibilities, especially when it comes to blockchains. They are being used in other areas and other sectors as well, but we're going to focus on how they are being used in the blockchain sector. So we have privacy chains, for example, that use ZK proof like Zero Cash and Monero. So people can submit transactions without revealing their history of their account. So unlike traditional blockchains, when you have one transaction or one wallet address, you can trace back and see all the transactions and all the balances and all the history. In this kind of chains, using ZK proofs, it's not available. So if someone sent you some money to your account, you cannot see its balance. You can not see the sender balance. You cannot see the sender historical transactions. Also, we have mixing services like Tornado Cash that helps preserve privacy. They also use zero knowledge proofs. And of course, in terms of scaling, all these blockchains, Starknet, ZK Sync, and ZK EVM, they're all using ZK zero knowledge proof to scale the throughput of transaction, the amount of transactions on top of the Ethereum blockchain. But how does it actually work? How can you prove that you know something without revealing the information of what is this something? How can you prove something without telling the answer? How can the other party, the other entity can trust you 100% that you know the answer? So let's take a look at a simple example. You are probably familiar with this fun game, Where is Wally? By the way, feel free to pause the video and to find Wally. But now I ask you, let's say that I'm with you right now and I'm asking you, I want you to prove to me that you know where is Wally, that you found it, but without revealing the location of Wally in all this crazy picture with all these people. So I will not know the answer, but I will be certain that you know the answer. How would you do it? So now I want you to pause the video and try to think how you can achieve it. How you can prove to me that you know where is Wally in this picture without telling me actually where Wally is. So I will know 100% or 99.9% that you know where Wally is without revealing the location in the picture. Where the solution is just like that. So you can take a huge table and a huge blanket to cover all the table. Then you put a picture somewhere in this table and make sure that basically the map or piece of clothes covers the whole table. So the picture that we just saw here is going to be smaller than the table itself and the thing that covers the table. And the picture is between the table and between the map to the table. And you're going to make a hole in the map and show me, oh, look, here is Wally, right? I found it. I know where is Wally. But when I see this hole, I don't have the whole picture. I don't know exactly at which section in the picture where Wally actually is, because it's a big table and the map is covering all the tables. So I know I can see that you found Wally, but I don't see where the picture is located on the table. So I don't know where Wally is. It could be here on the top left corner, it could be here on the center, top right corner, bottom right corner. So you basically prove to me that you know where Wally is without revealing its location. And this is pretty genius. And using this example, you can understand how you can prove that you know something without actually revealing the information. And this is what all zero knowledge proofs are based on. Now, we're not going to get into the mathematical level of how it works in the cryptography and math level, because it's not necessary actually to write Cairo smart contracts and audit Cairo smart contracts, but this is just fun to understand how Starknet and how ZK rollups looks and work behind the scenes. So using ZK rollups, we can basically process thousands and thousands of transactions on the layer 2 blockchain, aka Starknet, and we can compress compress all these state changes to minimal data. So instead of 1,000 transactions weight 100 megabytes, we compress it to 500 kilobytes, or maybe to 1 megabyte, 10 times less. Then we compress it like a package and we submit it to the layer 1 blockchain to update the state changes only. We don't need to include all the transaction information because we have something called validity proof. We submit ZK proof to the layer 1 blockchain, and there is a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain, on the layer 1 blockchain, that can take this proof and guarantee that all the state changes are valid, that nothing is invalid, and we didn't change a state that wasn't changed in the layer 2 blockchain. And this is why it's so genius. And now the puzzle is starting to connect together when you understand what are layer 2s, what are zero knowledge, what is zero knowledge, what are ZK proofs, what are ZK rollups, and now it's time to learn what are ZK Starks. ZK Starks is a technology and a proof system that invented by a company named Starkware. ZK Starks uses novel cryptographic proofs and modern algebra in order to generate those proofs that can later on be validated, and verification. There will be a verification process on the Stark verifier. All the computation of and creating this kind of verification, those ZK proofs, can be done off-chain, and that's the power of it. You don't need to use a lot of CPU and processing on the blockchain itself. You can prove your program, you can prove the validity of your program using this technology.